Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to News Now, and it's been a while since I've made a News Now video. I'm very sorry about that, because school has been really hectic, and I'm not even kidding when I say that. So freshman year has been okay for me so far, but I still don't have that much time to make videos. You gotta wait till the summer or Thanksgiving break, something like that, for me to be actually making a lot more videos and more regularly. So basically, this video is about the I keep wanting to call it the HTC Nexus, but it's actually called the Google Pixel and Pixel XL. I made a video all about my predictions on it, which you can check out right here. That is my video on all the predictions, but since those phones have been released, I haven't really made a video about it. And instead of making an impression video, I thought, well, let's compose a top 10 list. I love top 10s. A top 10 list of the best or the biggest reasons why you should not buy this phone, because when I saw this phone, when I saw it at the Google event, my brain was just screaming, don't get it. Why would you ever get it, especially for somebody on a budget? And that actually leads me to the first reason, which is number one, which is neither phone is made for a serious budget. I mean, I think it starts at like $649 or something like that. Compared to some other aggressive budget prices out there, like the ones OnePlus is offering, the ZTE Axon 7, the Huawei Honor 8. These are just amazing phones that are so much less than the Google Pixel. So I really don't think that these are made with the budget consumer in mind. These are more higher end phones, which is fine, but for people like me, it really is not appealing. So the second reason why you should not buy this phone is there is no water resistance, an IP53 rating. That is abominable. Nobody wants a phone that makes them feel insecure about dropping it in a puddle or in the sink or even in the toilet. I mean, you want to feel safe about that. Just having that extra precautionary measure there makes you feel so much more secure and safe and less insecure about your phone. The third reason why you should not buy this phone is there's no wireless charging. Now this, it's not something that we were expecting from the phone, but something that I really think that Google really missed out on. They really forgot about these key features besides water resistance, wireless charging. That's pretty much with every Android phone out there, and a huge advantage that people like Samsung have over Google. In competing in the smartphone market, people will just want to buy phones that have wireless charging. I mean, it's just so much more elegant than just plugging in a cable. Anyway, just wanted to mention that. The fourth one is the questionable design. I don't know why, but especially the white or gray color, or whatever it's called. I'll have an image of it right here. To me, it looks like a prototype. To be honest, I mean, maybe it's just because I've seen the leaks on the internet all the time. But to me, it really feels unfinished, and the colors just look so, bland and boring and stale. I mean, who would want to buy that gray color? I mean, come on. Nobody wants to buy a phone that looks like a prototype. And the questionable design also leads me to my other point, which is there's no micro SD slot expansion. That means you can't add any expandable storage to this. So the storage that you pay for is what you're getting. You can't expand it anyway, unless you get cloud storage. But some people don't want to do that. So micro SD support, that's on many other phones, including the ones LG makes, like the LG V20. If you want to check out my review on that, it's right here. So yeah, pretty much it's not very it's not a very well-rounded phone. Yeah, and if it's gonna be in the premium market, it needs to be a well-rounded phone. It needs to have all those features that even people like Apple are offering with the iPhone 7 has water resistance. The iPhone 7, although it doesn't have expandable storage now, it actually has that 256 gigabyte configuration as well, which the Google Pixel does not offer. All right, so the sixth feature or reason why you shouldn't buy the HTC, the Google Pixel is that like I said before, it's still colors. Basically, there's gold. Basically, there's like this bluish color, which is probably the coolest one. There's a black color, which looks nice, but it's not for everybody. And then there's the old white and gray color that I really honestly don't know who in their right mind would buy a phone like that. However, with the Nexus lineup, we saw that there was not like some cool colors like gold that was available, originally, initially after the launch of the smartphone. However, at CES 2016, we saw a gold Nexus 6P, which turned out to be very nice. So we could probably get a gold Pixel or Pixel XL at CES 2017. So just something to say. All right. So the seventh one is that there is a mono speaker. Okay, so I know speakers might not matter to everybody, but to be honest, I really think that having at least a good set of speakers, at least dual speakers, is something you need to have in every phone. Even the iPhone had dual speakers. I mean, I guess one of the speakers was kind of like not really functional, but at least they had dual speakers. The mono speaker, it's not really, I just don't feel like it's very much a feature that would compel you to buy the phone. Obviously, Google didn't put so much emphasis on the speakers, but you really need to have a decent sound system, especially with the iPhone 7. They managed to have water resistance and a stereo system in there. I mean, they removed the headphone jack, but you get those two other cool features, which I think some people really care about. Okay, the eighth feature is that this is not the best follow-up to the Nexus brand. With the Nexus 6P and 5X, it was so well, received. But with the Google Pixel and Pixel XL, so far my first impressions are that these phones are not the future of premium smartphones or any smartphones in general or any technology in general. They're pretty much a modest follow-up at most to the Nexus lineup. And I really think that the Nexus brand was doing really well, a very well-established, reputable brand. And to take away all of that and just start a whole new brand, I really don't know why they did it. I mean, I guess they couldn't say Nexus 7. That's probably why they changed it. But yeah, it kind of confuses me in a way. So if you buy, this is the number 9, my bad. If you buy the Google Pixel from Verizon, which I will do, it will carry some bloatware, which it goes against one of Google's promises, which is one of the main things, was that the bloatware would not come in this phone. That it would be a pure Android 7.1 experience. Yet with Verizon, you're getting some bloatware, and I am going to purchase my phone from Verizon, my Google Pixel, so why would I want bloatware? That's just pretty much canceling out one of the best features of the phone. You don't want bloatware in your phone. So yeah. And then the 10th feature is that the battery life is a bit questionable. So I obviously haven't used it enough to really, to come to a conclusion about the battery life, but I really think that the battery life is quite questionable. Even if the batteries are bigger, and the batteries are bigger than any iPhone out there, you have to remember that the batteries usually tend to last a little bit shorter on the Nexus lineup. Just my personal experience, I never really found the Nexus, even the Nexus 6P, didn't really have great battery life. It definitely had better than any iPhone I've ever used, but compared to some other Android smartphones out there, it really doesn't have the best battery life. I really think that Google could have stuffed a bigger battery if they're carrying a mono speaker, no water resistance. I really think they could have added that. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And yeah, I will see you hopefully soon. Probably not soon because I have 2 fencing tournaments this weekend and I have so many tests next week. It's gonna be crazy. Alright guys, anyway, I'll see you in the next video.